Oh, hello there. My name's Priscilla, and I have a problem. A secret anguish that I can't tell any of my classmates. You look like a tight-lipped sort of fellow. If I share my deepest, darkest secret with you, will you promise not to tell anyone? Priscilla wants you to help her with something that's been worrying her recently. It seems you are the only person she feels comfortable talking to. Oh, we get an outfit for it. Wow, thank you so much. Now, have you heard of Le Mini Monde? It's our school newsletter. Well, I heard that Madame Cherie was starting a new column offering advice to the lovelorn. Lovelorn? So I wrote a letter to ask her about my secret passion. But I'm too afraid to read her answer. What if she says that I'll never be mine? That he'll never be mine? My heart would break clean in two. Why, I need someone to read it for me. But I can't ask any of my classmates. They can never know the unfathomable depths of my desire. Which is where you come in. Could you go and read this month's issue of Le Mini Monde for me? And see what Madame Cherie says I should do. You'll find it pinned up on the notice board in the gallery overlooking Monsieur Médaillier's study. If you can't see it, just ask Bastien, the editor. She's a hammerhood, so you should be able to spot her easily enough. He'll be able to tell you where to find it. A hammerhood? Bling Bling Belt. There's a book called Jolly Songs for Jolly Girls. Grubby Grubby Grublins. A traditional Swartz-Russian folk song. Don't be shy, sing along. Grubby Grubby Grublins, so small and strange and lumpy. Grubby Grubby Grublins. Some are gloomy, some are grumpy. Gloomy Grumblins, always sad. Grumpy Grublins, always mad. Come on, little grublins. Oh, it's not so bad. Grubby, 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 grublins. What banger. There's a story entitled I Love to Hate You, a schoolyard scandal. Standing in the unkempt field behind the school, the wind playing with the crimson scarf wrapped tightly around her neck and tussling her auburn hair, Emily's eyes burned with barely concealed rage. Finally, Matilda appeared. The two girls locked eyes. The stalk of an unripe cherry poked from the corner of Matilda's mouth. You took your time, Emily. Her voice was harsh, almost screaming. Don't speak with your mouth full, Matilda. Emily snapped back. You know how I hate that. You wouldn't want that to make me angry now. You wouldn't want to make me angry now, would you? Matilda grinned her wicked grin and spat the cherry pip high into the air, where it soared in a lazy arc. It was then that Emily realized the moment the pip hit the ground would mark the start of the fateful final fight between these two long-standing rivals. To be continued. Will Emily survive? What will happen to Matilda? Read the stunning conclusion in next month's issue, The Scarlet Scarf's Farewell. Yeah! Great. Another mini medal. Getting all the medals. Hey, guess what I'm thinking about? Are you thinking about those fairies you saw at the bottom of the garden? Or maybe you're imagining what it would be like to dance at the Heliodorian ball? Don't joke. You know what, when I look into your eyes, I can't think of anything else. Oh, you're such a silly Billy. Your hair is just gorgeous, and those big blue eyes, so... I'd love to talk more, but my friend here would just get jealous. Maybe I'll see you around somewhere. Bye for now, handsome. Those girls know what they want. I'm Bastien, editor-in-chief of the school newsletter, Le Mini Monde. Not that you know it from this big blank space on the notice board. I just finished tagging up this month's issue when it got caught by the breeze and blew out of the window. And to top it all off, it was an all new format. It even had the long-awaited Cherie column advice for the love lawn from Madame Cherie herself. Were you hoping to get some advice yourself? I'm sorry, but it would take me far too long to reprint it. I've decided to write this issue off and start work on the next one instead. If you're absolutely desperate to read the Madame Cherie column, you'll just have to hunt down the one and only copy. It blew away in the direction of the Erie. I'll wager that some kindly monster has found it and stuck it up on a signpost somewhere. Why do I think that? Because it was a masterpiece, of course. Even the meanest monster would recognize its genius and want to share it with the whole world. Well, okay. Ah! Hola, darling. I'm training to be just like my idol, an absolutely fabulous masked martial artist who goes by the name of Sterling Silver. I can do a decent impression of the cool way he talks and all those dramatic gestures he does, but the one thing I haven't been able to replicate is his amazing physique. Not yet, anyway. The way he's just nodding to it, like locked on her eyes, whipping up and down. Oh. Phew. Wait. Mara's nostrils are suddenly filled with an intensely flowery fragrance. Bonjour, monsieur. My name's Maladorine de la Morgue. Do you like my perfume? All my friends in school say I'm the prettiest smelling walking corpse they've ever met. A few. I'm Cleo and this is my sister Chloe. We're identical twins. Did you know that twins have special powers? You can always tell what the other one is thinking without even saying a word. Mara says it's because we share the same leaf on Yggdrasil's branch. So however far apart we may be, our spirits are always together. I'm Chloe and this is my sister Cleo. We are identical twins. If you ever have trouble telling us apart, there's an easy way to do it. Just remember that Cleo's the clever one and Chloe's the clod. Or is it the other way around? Now even I have forgotten which one is which. Madame Volup's lessons are so boring. Every question she asks us is easy peasy. Still, I mustn't blame her, I suppose. Everything's easy for a genius like me. My first words were the entire text of the Song of Erdwin in ancient Erdrian. Of course, I was just a baby at the time, so I don't remember actually reciting it, or any of the song itself, but it definitely happened. Sure. I'm not naturally gifted like some of the other girls, but I worked really hard to get into the school. I mean, once I saw the uniform, nothing was going to stop me coming here. It's just so chic. It was designed by the legendary Jean-Paul Gaultier, don't you know? After I graduate, I'm going to join his studio, study under the master himself and become the greatest fashion designer in this world has ever seen. Oh, hello. I'm Candide, the chef de classe. It's my role to look after the other girls and keep them in line, but they really don't make it easy for me. Take young Livy, for instance. Why, just the other day, she saw an Elysium bird carrying a silver sphere in its claws and decided to chase after it. If she'd followed it all the way to the Erie, she might never have seen her again. Oh, it gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Listen to me, girls. You must never ever set foot in the Iri Iri. The entire path to the east is strictly interdicted. It is forbidden to go there. That valley is ruled over by a cruel and covetous Elysian bird. If ever that feathered fiend sees anything shiny, he seizes it, his talons, and takes it home to his nest. If you should catch sight of the twinkle of your beautiful eyes, girls, those orbs brilliant, you would surely think them priceless jewels and pluck them from your heads. If you do not believe me about how horrible that place is, there is a book in the bibliothèque that will tell you all the gruesome details. I advise you to read it from couverture to couverture. Couverture. Welcome to l'Académie. I am Madame Augustine, and I have been a teacher here for 40 years. I cannot count the number of young girls that have passed through these all-out halls. So many happy days. I thought that they would last forever, but my old bones, they are beginning to creak. It will soon be time for me to leave this place too. I wasn't running in the corridor, I swear. I was just walking really quickly. Can't you tell the difference? I'm afraid I'm something of a clean freak. I keep the corridors spick and span, but the library is so dark and dusty, I simply don't know where to begin. I'm sure the books must be very valuable. Our school is ever such a good one. After all, but they are all so musty and moldy and old. Still, I'm sure an adventurer like yourself would find them an absolute goldmine of useful information, if you could bear the palm. Wait, let's head inside here first. The Academy overflows with the youthful exuberance of its students. Sometimes that spirit is so strong, a little is left behind even after a pupil departs this world. Alors, can you not feel it in this very classroom? But forgive me, monsieur, I'm forgetting my duties. Sure, let's save here. There's a book called The Seven Wonders of l'Académie de Notre Maître de Médaille. Wonder number 7, the mysterious rose of the window, a student slain in a terrible accident. This spirit, once a pupil of l'Académie, is doomed not only to remain in our world, but to remain in the very spot where she met with her untimely death. She appears in the prep rooms at night and is never seen anywhere else. Her mournful face can be seen staring from the windows on cold and lonely evenings. At what she gazes, only she can know. Perhaps she still dreams of graduating, something she can never do, and of the chance to get out of the go out and see the big wide world. Ooh, recipe book, fine and dandy designs. Smart suits, posh waistcoats, bling bling belts. Oh, I already found a bling bling belt. Bling bling belt. Those are not outfits. Dashing duds that can only be carried off by those with a certain something. Well, and a bling bling belt. There's a book called The King Charlemagne's Maximally Marvelous Idea. Since long before the Metal King ever became a king, he lived only for his beloved mini-medals. Gathering as many of his little golden friends as he could was all he ever cared about. The moment he held his newborn daughter in his arms, something changed. He suddenly found himself caring about someone else's happiness. He wanted the best for his little girl, no matter what it took. For 3 days and 3 nights, he racked his brains, trying to think how he might ensure that the princess grew to be a wise, graceful, beautiful woman who loved mini-medals just as much as he. Then, on the morning of the 4th day, as he performed his daily exercises, specially tailored to help him seek out mini-medals, of course, he had an idea. "Eureka!" he shouted. "I shall create a school where young ladies can learn of the wonders of mini-medals." And so l'Académie de Notre Maître de Médaille was born. Mara opens the book at random and sees the word jackpot printed in large letters on the page. It must be his lucky day. Okay. Ooh, recipe book, next level neckwear. Mara learns how to make stars of clarity, necklaces of immunity, and full moon colors. Rousing rose colors. Care, Rivieres, talks of truth, protective pendants, chokers of riddance, dodged collars, dog collars, papillon pendants. Shit, so many recipes. There's a book called Perfect Picnics for Monster Riding Mademoiselles. Mara takes it from a physical look. The Skull Rider's steed is fast and strong, but not so fast that the rider's tummy doesn't start to rumble before he reaches his destination. Anyone who's traveled on Monsterbag knows that it's hungry work. Which is why, whenever I set out to see the world atop a monster mount, I make sure to pack a hearty lunch. 2 large rounds of sandwiches and a pot of coffee with 3 lumps of sugar and plenty of milk. A perfect traveler picnic. With that in my knapsack, I'm ready to sit back and watch the world go by in style, knowing that I have a real treat awaiting me when hunger strikes. There's an old book entitled The Medal-Winning Wisdom of Lady Mireille Maximilian. Mes chérie, if ever you are lost as to how to be perfect little ladies, I ask you to do one thing for me. Remember the example of the mini-medal hunt. What is the first thing we do when we set out in search of our little friends? That's right. We unroll our trusty world maps and think carefully about where we will begin our search. In other words, we exercise our knowledge of the world and our powers of reason. It is these 2 things on which all our actions as mature, thoughtful ladies must be based. To discover mini-medals is to discover the world, and this is why we seek them out. Because to be a woman in this day and age means to be a thinker and a doer par excellence. Looks like the previous year's student register. There's a list of all kinds of weird and wonderful names, followed by a note saying that the register for the next school year will be compiled soon. There's a book called All That Glitters Is Soon Gone, A Tale of Condors and Criminality by David Attenville. Deep in the eastern reaches of Champs Sauvages, a secluded valley sits high in the mountains. The locals call it the Erie for it's the nesting place of that most infernal of flying fiends, the Elysium bird. Like many of its smaller avian cousins, this bird shows a compulsive interest in objects that twinkle and glisten, and will roam far and wide in search of such treasures. The most egregious example of this behavior occurred quite recently, when a particularly aggressive individual attacked a nearby manor house. The beast tore through the very roof of the building and made away with a large silver orb, the most priceless heirloom of the noble family who dwelt there. The monster was thought to have taken the orb back to the Erie, but a party sent to recover it never returned. It seems likely that both they and the treasure they sought will never be seen again. I'm the biggest bookworm in the academy. I've read every single volume this library from cover to cover. If you are looking for an interesting read, I can highly recommend All That Glitters Is Soon Gone. It's all about the Elysium bird that lives in the valley to the east. Hello, I'm Conchella. And I'm a shell slime. If anyone asks you what's got a foot but no legs, the answer is me. I love a good riddle. I'm just putting the finishing touches on my most mind-bending, brain-straining riddles yet. As soon as they are ready, I challenge you to a royal riddle bonanza. All right, okay. But where? Headmaster's office. Oh. My grandma's a famous botanist. That means she studies plants. When she was a little girl, she came to the academy too, just like me. She told me that this tree is a vessel for the memories of Yggdrasil, but I've never been able to work out what she meant. Before I graduate, I'm going to find out what's so special about it, so I can be a botanist just like Grandma. Revisit memories of the Luminaries' quest thus far? Sure. Oh. Oh, okay. So, cutscenes, right? Yeah. Cool, you can rewatch old cutscenes here. Oh, yes. That's cool. Ooh! Tut-tut-tuck! Who's this disturbing my precious few seconds of sleep? Oh, wait a minute. You're the Luminary, are you not? I was just taking a nap after spending tons of time searching for a password. Speaking of which, allow me to share the one I found with you. The toggle tells Mara the password it found. You can now visit the Neverglade via the altar of the Heavenly Bride. Tockety tick! You can use the password I gave you to visit another world from the Echo Chamber in Tickington. There are more toggles out there whiling away the hours searching for passwords, you know. Be sure to take a moment to talk to them if you come across any. And with that, I'm clocking off and traveling back to Tickington. It was lovely meeting you, and good luck with the rest of your adventure. TikTok! Great. Okay, let's talk to this monsieur. Hello.
よくぞ参られましたな、旅の方。私の名前はメダル校長。そしてここは王立メダル女学園。素敵なレディーを目指す乙女の学校ですな。我が校では授業の一環として世界中のありとあらゆる場所に散らばる小さなメダルを集めております。メダルを集めることで世界を知り、素敵なレディーに必要不可欠な優れた知性と教養を身につけるのですな。あなたをお招きしたのは他でもない。私はあなたの澄んだ瞳に見たのです。青空のように広がるメダル集めの才能。しかし非常に誠につらいことに、ここは女子限定の学校ですからな。入学を許可するわけにはいきません。
Shit out of luck.
だがしかし、あなたほどの才能を枯らしてしまうのは非常に誠にとっても惜しい。そこで今こそメダル校長の権力を行使し、類いまれなる才能を持つあなたを 我が校の客員生徒として認めましょうぞ。
Now to the formalities. First of all, take this, your very own album de médaille. Quoi? What is this you're saying? You already have an album de médaille from the major metal exchange in Puerto Valor? I knew it was a born idea to open that office. I have them and out albums to able adventurers in the hopes of finding a metal collector Maxima. And now I have found one. Now that you are enrolled as an honorary student of the Academy, I can give you access to the full package for elite metal detectors only. Allow me to upgrade your album to its maximum capacity. Maxime adds more pages to Mara's album, the Medaille. For each and every mini medal that you bring to me, I will add a minuscule stamp to the album. And the more stamps you collect, the more maximally magnificent your rewards will be. Now go, young man. Your quest to collect the maximum number of mini medals has officially begun. Pick them out, pick them up, and bring them to me. Sure. L'Académie de Notre Maître de Médaille welcome you, young man. And I see that you have brought me 10 mini medals. Magnifique. Allow me to stamp your album. Ooh. Felicitations, young man. Your reward for collecting 25 stamps is a uniform de l'Académie. A maximally magnificent prize indeed. Felicitations, young man. Your reward for collecting 30 stamps is kit fit for a king. A maximally magnificent prize. What luck? Mara acquires a recipe book. Yep. Yep. Crowns of Dundressel. Brazilian dress codes. Et voila! You have now collected a total of 30 stamps. Keeps the mini medal coming, and when your total reaches 35, I will reward you with a falcon blade. Now isn't that a maximally magnificent prize? So who can equip this? Charm, maximum mending, not interest. But she's the only one. No? So wait, is this outfit for... Oh, it's for all of them. Actually, it looks kinda nice on her. Evasion chance going down, but it wasn't high to begin with. Magical might going down, no thanks. Well, yeah, maybe. Alright then. Okay, cool. I would say... Let's save up here. Actually, let's rest here first. We can just rest here for free, yeah? Nice. Very nice. Great. Then let's save here for today. Yes. Okay. And this shall be it for today's stream. Yes. So, I think tomorrow we are going to check out this other city there, Ponnom or something like that, in the south, before we head to the Eerie. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.